Motsepe Wheels offers pre-loved vehicles that have undergone rigorous checks and balances to ensure that when sold, the buyer is 100% satisfied with his or her purchase. These checks are very important in determining issues around warranty, roadworthiness and financing. Call 051 430 4712, and also, Motsepe Wheels Shuttles offers transportation escort services and airport shuttle services. Call 051 430 6451.
Welcome to the first Free State ABC Motsepe show on Kaneka.com. I'm here with Katlego Kambule and Tabiso Motejani. I'm Chaba Masilo. We are the hosts for today. Gents, the highest score from the weekend, Sibanye FC against Harmony 4-2. What do you take of that?
I think it was a very tricky match. You know how derbies are. It could have won either way. Sibanye could have won, Harmony could have won. But I think the best team on the day won the match. The better prepared team on the day won the match. Doesn't mean that Harmony is a weak team or Sibanye are now should be considered a stronger team than Harmony. The best team on the day won.
Yeah, let's not forget that Harmony, they're not having a good run at the moment, you see. So maybe Sibanye won even more. I don't know the advantage of more chances. We don't know, we didn't analyze the whole game. But I'm still saying that being in a derby, some players are more motivated than others. And I still feel like if there were more supporters, probably Harmony could have fancied their chances. You never know in football. Then again, I think since it's more goals, then they obviously don't want to compete for the league though.
That's 2 wins for Sibanye and 1 loss. Do you already see them as title contenders?
It's still too early to judge. They're still away games, they're still home games, so it's first leg per se. So give them 6 games, then maybe we can judge. But then again, on my case, I still feel like they considered more goals. They have more goals against them. So I don't complain. What's your thoughts on that?
Nah, I don't really consider them title contenders because I'm looking at the rate that they're conceding goals, and it's not good for a team that considers themselves title contenders, and they conceding goals against, I don't want to say weaker opponents, but the teams at the bottom half of the table. So I don't want to see the title contenders because they haven't faced the big boys like your Black Rose, Bloom Celtic. I think those are the real title contenders because Celtic won 3 and they didn't concede the last match. Now they faced Black Rose yesterday. They played a draw, so you can see they're already.
And just earlier on, there's this surprise package. There's this new kid on the block. It's Excelsior United. Apparently they're top of the league in that stream, that one. So that's what I'm saying. For me, it's still early. I'm agreeing with them. They're not title contenders yet, but it's football. You never know. So maybe Excelsior United being the new kid on the block, you don't know what they're up against. You don't know. It's a closed book. You see, it's and Sibanye, they've been in the league for so long, so maybe they're also still competing. So I don't know.
But I do consider them title contenders. They actually in this stream they are my favorites. I see them. I don't see Bloemfontein Celtics or Black Horse stopping them.
And why are you saying that?
Why am I saying that? Simply because this Sibanye is strong. This season, for me, Sibanye is strong, very strong.
But then again, Black Horse, it comes with Excelsior United. They're also a new kid on the block. Like, everybody's excited to see them. I think I've only had a few players and seen them play, and I was actually interested in them. I'm still saying that maybe, just maybe, Sibanye, old horses, old dogs, they don't want to learn new tricks.
Experience counts.
But they haven't really done anything in the league so far. They qualified for the Nedbank Cup, I think, 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, that's
but
it.
Besides that, they haven't done anything. Okay. So I'm saying Black Rose, Bloemfontein Celtic under the new. I don't want to say new because it's still the same management and whatnot. But I think they're more focused on winning and gaining promotion because remember, previous seasons they couldn't get promotion because they had their team in the PSL. So now I think they want it more.
It's just that if you're saying old dogs, you still have Bloemfontein and Tigers in the same stream. They've been in the stream. They've been playing.
But that's a different scenario.
How so? Because it's the same thing. But how so? It's the same. You can imagine. You have Sibanye, been same thing. Bloemfontein and Tigers. They also they got promoted. Not promoted. They got to the Nedbank 1.34 years ago.
Yeah.
Same thing.
They even played in the NMT.
They even played in the NMT. Long same thing. So sometimes
I don't know. Decades ago.
Same thing, my man. That's on your opinion, but hence I'm saying, give them Black Horse. I'm still Black Horse, new kid. I'm still excited with the new kid, with the new challenges. Give them also Bloemfontein Tigers. Maybe we'll see if the two play against one another. Maybe we can judge if they're gonna be title contenders or not.
But to score 4 goals in one game
and concede 2.
But it's still the same. If you check the log, they've got 6 and then they've got -4. So it's like 2 -2. So it's still the same thing. Maybe as I'm saying, it's a derby. They were just a bit more motivated. You never know. Maybe bonuses increased. You never know that day. Eh?
Yeah, now looking at the gap between the first place team to the third place team from both streams. In stream A, we have the General, we have Super Eagles, we have Dikwena.
Okay.
From the 3 teams that I have mentioned now, which one is your favorite?
I don't want to say favorite because that's another thing, but I'll say I'll check the team that has played tougher opponents and see how many points they collected. Dikwena played against Motsepe yesterday. It was a top of the table clash. Motsepe was at the top, Dikwena was around number 4, 5. Dikwena managed to beat the team on the top of the log. The General was playing against the team at the bottom of the log, which was Clever Boys. So you can already see where I'm going with this. So I'd say, to answer your question, I'd say Dikwena and Motsepe are my favorites.
Super Eagles, you're holding them out.
No, I'm not ruling them out. I'm saying Dikwena and Motsepe are my favorites.
What about Motsepe?
That's a different stream though. We're still in stream. Oh yeah,
No,
it's
they're the
the
same
same
stream.
stream.
I'm still saying Motsepe. They've got a point to prove. They've got a point. If you remember the history, 3-4 seasons ago, some of the players before the General was formed, they come from Motsepe. So they still have a point to. It's a derby. Also, they're playing against one another. So I'm still giving my run for Motsepe.
Okay.
It's just my opinion.
But they're not in the top 3.
Yeah, no, they're not. They're not. But they're also running for the net bank. Don't forget that.
No.
Don't forget that they're running for the net bank. So to answer your question, the top 3, yeah, maybe Dikwena is still new. I don't know. Motsepe also is giving everyone a run for their money, and they're still new. But then again, the General, he wants it. They want it more. But give them the W of Motsepe. It's normally 0-0, 1-1 because it's a W game. It's always the W. And people in Motsepe, they're always clashing against one another, despite being the owners or whatever they can be. For me personally, I'm just gonna divert from your question. I'm giving Motsepe my favorite chance. Just Motsepe, just because.
Motsepe.
Yeah, just because they're a bit motivated. They're silent killers though.
Yeah, for me, stream A has to be Super Eagles. They played 2, having considered in goals, scored 2 from the both games. You see. Yeah. So now let's look the General's next games. On the 13th, they're playing against Motsepe. The derby we've been talking about.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, the big one on the 13th of November. Who do you see winning the match?
Like Bisha said, a clean draw. 0-0 or 1-1.
0-0, 1-1. Even if it was one bad way, you would say it or
Straight draw.
I'm so saying, listen.
Straight draw.
But give them supporters. Let's say if we have supporters, do you still think it's gonna be 1-1, 0-0?
Yeah.
Nah, I beg to differ, gentlemen.
You got okay.
I beg to differ. Don't forget, you've got players that say, if my girlfriend is on the stand, I'm gonna play my best. If you get that I'm married, if my wife is on the stand, I'm gonna play my best. Now let's get personal. If your Mother's Day is watching, you're gonna play your best, right? Now think of let's put 10 mothers out there. Let's put 10 girlfriends out there. Don't you think as a football player you'll be more motivated to score goals?
But you need to take into consideration that both teams have those things that you're talking about.
Yeah, fact. That's what I'm saying.
They're all motivated.
Gents, it's a derby this thing. Gents, it's a derby. And we all... Okay, let me ask you. Would you leave Bloemfontein to go watch that derby?
I would.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is both teams... It's gonna be 2 things. You know, sometimes when you get into the field, sometimes you're playing to win, sometimes you're playing not to lose. There is a difference.
Yeah.
So I think both teams when they face each other, they're playing not to lose. So that's why it gets so tight.
So otherwise, it's a fair point.
It's a fair point unless maybe one makes a mistake in the 90th minute and then it hits the hand, the penalty.
And then gets the referees too. Mr. Masilo, what's your thoughts? Me, I'm still saying.
I don't know that one.
Me, I'm still saying. For the past, I think 2-3 games, all the games have been draws. I'm not sure about my facts though.
For me personally, I think Motsepe will take it. Simply because the general hasn't been in a great form recently. They played against, I think, 2 draws or something like that. But I don't see the general beating Motsepe.
But you must remember, the general won the stream last season.
Yeah.
They were in the same stream.
So they're like the
And the
defending
general
champs.
won that stream.
But did you see the signings Motsepe made this season? They added the likes of Mbagi.
Simunye,
That's a few. But then again,
Disco.
let's be honest.
Uh-huh.
Teams that normally qualify for the Nedbank, they don't compete for the league.
Yeah, because
In the history, let's be honest with that.
They
I
get
think
too focused on
the Nedbank.
Nedbank.
So we might give away to the general just a bit, because the Jets are like, I already paid Nedbank, I already got my name, I sent him on the back of the shirt. Like, let's move on.
You think that you've maybe accomplished everything that you wanted. The general is focused on the league.
On the league.
Yeah.
So yeah. it's
Okay, their second game will be against Super Eagles. The general second game will be against Super Eagles. Where?
Hey, against Super Eagles, you need to know where. Because they don't play the same way they play.
It's a home.
They play home.
Super Eagles play home.
The general is playing
is
home.
playing home. Okay. Super Eagles is not that strong playing away. Because you know they have another force that they use when they play. I don't want to mention the force. They have another force that they use. That's right. So I'll give it to the general. I'll give it to the general.
Kana, what's the slogan for Super Eagle? Black what?
Oh, Pugaland.
Yeah, Pogaland. Okay, now it makes sense. They might be flying to Motsepe, so it's a different thing. You never know. No, I'm just saying, let's generally speaking. Because think about it. If the general is playing Motsepe home, so it's a derby, so it's a bit of a home game, right?
Yeah,
and they're still coming against Super Eagle. So Super Eagle has a point to prove also. So you can imagine, I might fancy the general also in this one. I think the general will want it more.
It might seem like I'm against the general, but I'm also giving it to Super Eagles.
If you are against the general,
I'm not.
Nah,
But I'm
I'm
giving it to
still-
Super Eagles.
Okay, cool.
Nah, I'm still
The
missing.
general won't be able to score. It's a clean sheet again for Super Eagles.
Because I might agree with you on that one because Super Eagles are good at defending. They are good at defending, but
But they're playing
General
away.
might
Make
just
one goal.
But they're playing away, gents. Like, let's not forget, Super Eagles is playing away and the general is playing at home. So you won't want to lose your game at home. Because then again, let's follow up. After the general plays against Super Eagles, they've got Yops away. You see? And Yops is at the bottom of the log, I think. So you can imagine, let's be honest, we don't think the general is going to lose all 3 games.
Yeah, they're definitely going to win the Eagles game.
Why?
Why?
You can't write Yops off.
It's rating.
You can't write Yops. No, don't forget Yops is playing home. But then again, this home and away advantage thing, there's still no supporters, so it doesn't influence that much, though, you can imagine. So maybe, let's be honest, our artificial grass, or per se the grass is not the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Yops has more, let's say, carpet grass. It's understandable. But then again, you still say Yops is gonna lose against the general?
Definitely.
Scoreline?
1-0.
No way.
1-0.
No
1-0.
wins. I'm giving it to young boys. Probably because Yops have got to win. Yops are bottom of the league,
Yeah, they have to.
and it's a must. So I don't know, maybe 2-2 draw.
Maybe you as the general fan. I don't
No.
know.
General
Because
what?
he gave all 3 games to the general.
Okay, ask him Kampule's opinion then.
Yours, the general.
Yours, the general. I'll give it to the general.
It's written. It's written. No. But it's football then again. It's football.
Anything can happen.
It's football. Let's give them a
Anything can
chance.
happen.
Okay, Super Eagles, the second place team. Their first game on the 6th of November is against Motsepe. We did talk about it. Also,
Super Eagles. No, we haven't.
So who's playing home now?
Home for Super Eagles.
You know how the story goes. Super Eagles, 2-0, straight. Straight win for Super Eagles.
Clean sheet.
2 goals, 2-0.
I'm saying draw.
Aye.
I'm saying draw.
Now, I'm afraid to tell you, now I have to disagree with you totally. I can't see this happening as a draw.
Super Eagle, Motsepe.
Motsepe.
Draw, gentlemen. 2-2, 1-1. Nothing's gonna defeat them because those boys are motivated. They're motivated. Okay, maybe I'm just liking this Motsepe team. I don't know. But then again, Super Eagle is not so scary as it used to be.
Yeah.
Super Eagle used to be going to Bethlehem, show God, or but Stadium, you think, yeah, nah.
Fair point.
It's a mission. But now you can tap into confidence, like, you know, I'm gonna beat this Gents 1-0. So they're not as scared. I'm giving it a draw. If it's not a draw, just maybe Super Eagle might take it. 1-0.
I'm saying either team. You know, there's a win or lose option on Betway. So
But Mataita, I have the overall central.
Yeah.
The goal scoring machine. I think he might be the difference.
exactly.
He might
That's why I
be the
can't choose a
difference.
team.
Yeah, he might be the difference.
And their second game is against UOFs. Super Eagles against UOFs at Copsis. Who's winning that one?
Super Eagle.
Clean.
3-0. I'm not too sure about the score, but Super Eagle will just cruise. Super Eagle will just cruise.
I'm thinking maybe Josh might score one, maybe 2-1, 3-1.
Who's UOFs main player at the moment?
They have their striker, the Silvo. I don't know, it's Sini. Silvo.
Oh, the player
yeah,
of
the
the-
player of the tournament,
Okay.
the Vati Cup.
The one with the locks on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
quality-
Yeah,
quality
he's a
player.
handful. He's
Yeah,
got
quality-
pace.
quality
He can make those old boys run. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, he might 2-1.
But
I
you know-
didn't really see him, but
Nah,
I
it's
think
quality.
that number 6.
Which one?
The one also with the dreads.
Oh, okay, number.
Number.
No, he's no longer there.
He's no longer there.
Nah, nah.
Okay. And their last game is against the General on the 20th of November, 2021.
That's Super Eagle.
Yeah.
Wait. Against Super Eagle,
Away.
always just wait. Away for who?
For Super Eagle.
So they can't listen.
But we already predicted it.
We really spoke about that.
Yeah, we already
Yeah,
predicted
we
that.
spoke about it. The third place team, Dikwena. Next 3 games. The first game on the 6th of November, UOFs.
I don't want to see Mezebab against you, but Dikwena is my favorite. So you must understand that if I'm saying Dikwena is my favorite, I'm always gonna favor them to win against any other team.
So let's analyze this. UF's is also a surprise package. You don't know some of the players. You don't know what's happening. It's a closed book also.
Yeah.
So okay, the Quena might, based on paper, I think the Quena might just win it. It's a maybe. They're playing at Yobs, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
they're playing
playing
at home. They're playing at home. Nah, the Quena's gonna take it. 2-0.
Oh,
No, 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, prediction 2-0 the Quena. Yobs, I'm sorry. Unless if something happens during this week. Unless if something magically happens during this week. Yeah.
Okay, the second game on the 13th of November, home game against Small Tigers. Dikwena versus Small
It's
Tigers.
another derby because remember Dikwena is originally from Papa. They just recently moved to Sasobe, but it's still a team from Papa. So it's a derby. Small Tigers didn't want to lose against Dikwena, but I think Dikwena have quality players. They sign quality players. They took 3 or 4 players from Mangaung Unite that got sold. So I think they have the better players. Dikwena straight win.
Straight win. I don't know the odds. I'm just saying draw. And you say it's a dub, I'm still saying it's a draw. But not a goal loss, maybe 2-2, 3-3, 1-1 type of draw.
I'm saying Dikwena, so I have to say Dikwena this time. I don't really know anything about Small Tigers at the moment,
Yeah.
but Dikwena. Their third game against Clever Boys. Dikwena versus Clever Boys on the 20th of November.
Clever boys, eh? Clever
What's
boys.
funny, bro? Why are you laughing?
Clever
Because
boys.
my answer is always going to be the same. Dikwena.
No, I'm giving it to Clever boys.
Nah.
I'm giving it to Clever boys.
Against those teams, Dikwena.
No. Clever boys, they're also new on the block. They've got, I think they only have 1 draw, right? They only have 1 point so far
Yeah,
in this game. So, the Clever boys. I'm giving it to Clever boys. Yeah, I'm giving it to
Score.
Clever boys. 3-0. I'm going like 3-0 Clever boys.
Okay. I'm saying Dikwena as well. I'm saying Dikwena. Now we're moving to Stream B. On first place on Stream B, we have Excelsior United. Their first home game on the 6th of November against Sebani. Who's winning it? First place against second place.
It's a tricky one.
It's a good game, eh?
Where?
Who's home?
It's home for Excelsior United.
Nah, I'd say a draw. Goalless draw.
Goalless.
But it's again it's Sibani, so I'd say 1-1, 2-2. Yeah, goal draw.
And
Sibani
Sibani's
always
defense.
concede. Sibani always concede.
Yeah.
But they know how to score.
And
So I'd say a draw.
After yesterday's game, the one that I watched of Excelsior United, they were put under pressure by Spartans.
Yeah,
So I'm giving it to Sibani.
Sibani.
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
so if you're saying, don't forget Spartan are bottom of the log, so they needed to beat the top of the log team, right?
Mhm.
And it was a thin margin, 1-0 win, right?
On adding to that, Spartans missed like 2-3 1-on-1 chances. They should have won that match easily.
But they were playing away, don't forget. They were playing away. So give it to Excelsior. They were playing away. 1-0, it's job done. If you're playing away, 1-0, job done. You can win the league.
They didn't concede.
Yeah, winning. And it's football. So now they're playing at home against Sibani. And Sibani, they don't know who they're playing against. Just like we said, it's a closed book. You see? I'm giving it to Excelsior, gentlemen. 2-1.
I'd say a draw.
2-1.
Sibani.
2-1, gentlemen. But we'll see, we'll see. It's happening, we play next week Saturday.
Sorry?
On the 6th of
Yeah,
November.
Yeah.
Alright.
Their second game is against Harmony. Excelsior United versus Harmony.
I give it to Excelsior.
Definitely, I also give it to Excelsior United.
But they're playing away, gentlemen.
But it's Harmony. It's
They're playing away. Valcom is difficult. They're playing away. I'm saying draw. If it's not a draw, maybe Harmony might just clean it 2-1. 2-1. Because Harmony, they need to win. Harmony needs to win.
They do need the point.
And they're playing at home. So you can imagine if they're thinking, hey, Soara, we're coming here, you can't be beating us, hey, Soara. No, they need to win. Harmony 2-1.
Harmony 2-1.
Yeah.
Draw.
Excelsior 1-0.
1-0.
Just like they beat Spartans.
And what's your prediction?
I'm saying Sibani. Harmony. I'm saying Harmony.
Score?
I'm saying Harmony. 1-0.
Gents, I wish you could put in something. I'm telling you. Harmony's going to win. 2-1.
The third game is Bloemfontein Celtics. Excelsior versus Bloemfontein Celtics. Home for Excelsior United.
Ooh.
Bloemfontein Celtic straight win.
Straight win.
2-0 clean.
Ooh. Now that's a tricky one. Nah, gentlemen, that's a tricky one. Excelsior is playing home. Are you saying Celtic is going to win against Excelsior?
Straight.
Away.
Yeah, they have quality players. Sometimes there are some teams where you can say maybe evenly matched. That's when maybe the home ground might favor the home team and whatnot.
Yeah.
But now Celtic is playing against Excelsior. Celtic have the better players
But Celtic's played 1-1 against Blackhawk.
because they're evenly matched.
Nah. But anyway, I don't know. I don't think I can give my prediction on this one. Maybe it's a catch. I'm agreeing with you. Celtics might just win it. But Excelsior, gentlemen, you get more motivated when you play against Celtics. Don't forget.
True.
Against Celtics.
True.
Me, I think if I was playing against Celtics, probably I'll also pull up my socks. I don't know.
But do you think the Celtic players are just gonna relax and say, hey?
Nah, they won't take it lying down.
That's the thing.
But adding to that, Excelsior United has a right winger, the Cabello, 18 years old. Whoa.
He's causing havoc.
Yo, you should watch that kid. You should watch that kid. He wears number 5.
And
So for me, if Celtics is to win, the likes of Raps, Tado Moloi have to show up.
Yeah, they have quality.
have to shoot.
They have quality.
And Celtics, they still have that keeper, Profoli. No, he was in the first team previously, and he came down with them. Still have Tani also, he's with them.
Yeah.
But then,
They have quality.
gents, it's football. Sometimes names are just names.
True.
Let's be honest. Names are just names. And you're saying this 18-year-old we don't know about, he's got something to prove, right?
Yeah.
So you can imagine if he's causing havoc on the right side, won't he raise his hand like, Coach of Celtics, I'm ready. Can you offer me
He
something?
definitely will. He definitely will.
And they're playing home. Let's hope Suffolk bring back the supporters. Just me.
But I'm saying Celtics on this one.
Okay.
Since you mentioned the likes of Tani.
They have quality. They have quality.
Yeah.
They have quality.
Yeah.
Gents.
And they pay well. I mean, they pay the players
No,
well.
we don't know that one.
You know,
I don't know that
from my part, I'm saying they're paying
Okay.
them well.
We don't know
Okay,
that
it's a
one.
motivation. All right,
Yeah.
all right, all
On
right.
itself, it's a motivation.
But I'm gonna throw a curveball. I'm going Excelsior. 1-0.
Okay.
1-0. Excelsior 1-0.
Celtic 2-0.
I'm also going Celtic or draw.
Except so 1-0, gents. Except so 1-0.
Okay. The second place team, Sebanye. Sebanye G Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Their first game is against Excelsior on the 6th. We talked about that one. Their second game on the 13th of November. It's against African Warriors.
Sibanye against another tricky one. I'd say a draw.
Draw.
Another draw for Sibanye.
But African Warriors are struggling, eh?
Definitely.
Yes.
So don't you think it's a clean slate for Sibanye?
I'd say a draw.
I'm giving it to Sibanye. I don't think we will give anything, you and I, but Sibanye clean sweep. 4-0.
But the point difference between Sebanye and what's this? They're playing against
African Warriors.
African Warriors is only 3 points. So you can't really say African Warriors is struggling.
But then again, it's football. I don't know. I'm still saying Sibanye. I'm still giving it Sibanye, yeah.
Okay, I'm also giving it to Sebanye. The third game is against Black Horse.
Sibanye against Black Rose. My other favorite, Black Rose. Black Rose.
Every team is your favorite.
No,
That's a different stream, though.
In that stream.
But you like Celtics and Black Horse?
Yeah, in that stream. Yeah, in the stream, it's my challenge and Queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying Black
Black
Horse
Horse
will beat Sebanye?
easily. They'll just cruise.
And they're playing away, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, Black Horse. Give it to Black Horse. Can finally grab something in Kambule night? Black Horse. Black Horse,
Easily.
clean sweep.
I'm also going Black Horse.
We'll finally grab something all three of us, eh?
I'll be there to watch the game.
Okay.
I'll attend. The third place team, Bloemfontein Celtics. Their first game on the 6th against Harmony.
Bloemfontein Celtic.
Bloemfontein Celtic.
Win.
They're playing in Velko.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Give it to Celtics. They won the
Celtics.
Yeah, give it to Celtics.
I'll also give it to
We got a
Celtics.
point to prove. It's much more easier. Celtics will 2-0.
I think out of all the games we've talked about, Celtics has the most easiest 3 games.
And their next match, that one?
Dynamos.
Dynamos is true. Dynamos is that one from what's this place? Mapad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very tricky team.
How do you know? You played against
Is it a close
No,
book?
it's a very tricky team. It's not that easy to play against this team. It's not that easy.
But just like you said, there's a difference in quality and quantity.
Yes.
But then again, it's football, gentlemen. I'm thinking if Celtics might just win maybe 1-0 and defend. But if you're saying it's a tricky game,
Yeah, but
everyone
I haven't made my prediction yet.
yeah, but everyone playing against Celtics would want to beat Celtics. I don't think I want to lose against Celtics. I don't think you want to lose. So would
Yes,
you?
it's the same thing. You not wanting to lose or not. If you play, let's say for instance you're playing against Bayern, for instance.
Yeah.
I'm just making a typical example. You're playing against Bayern. You don't want to lose. But you are forced to lose because you're playing against better teams. You want to lose.
No, man, I'm not really forced to lose.
You-
Bayern lost 5-0. Let's go back. Bayern lost 5-0.
It's true. It happens.
Okay.
But does it? Oh, now we're diverging from this. But does that make them a bad team?
No, it does not.
Bayern, you know that Bayern might still face that same team tomorrow
And still beat them.
and still beat them. Hence
Because
I'm
it's
saying
quality.
it's quality.
Alright. Okay. But I'm still saying. You saying Dynamite it's tricky.
It's tricky.
I'm saying Celtics has better quality.
Yes.
Okay, let's give. For me, I'm giving it a draw. Then.
I'm saying Celtic will win, but it won't be easy.
Scrappy
Celtic will win.
What's your thoughts, Mr. Masidu? Scoreline?
Celtics.
How much?
2-1.
Scrapping. Draw. 1-1.
They're gonna concede.
Never. 1-1.
Celtic, straight
I don't know this dynamics, but I'm saying 1-1.
Okay.
The last game we talked about, it's against Excelsior United.
Yeah.
So we did talk about it. Now moving on, relegation battle. Which team is likely to escape the relegation? Let's start with Stream A. At the bottom we have CUT, Europe's Clever Boys, and Small Tigers.
Okay. And who's on top of Small Tiger?
Small Tigers is on top.
Yeah, I'm saying who's on top of
It's my time.
Motsepe with 4 points. Small Tigers has 1 point. CUT 0, Yops 1, Clever Boys 1.
Who's likely to who's going down? Or
Who's likely to
survive?
escape? Yeah.
So if I'm gonna say who's likely to escape, I need to tell you who's going down.
Most definitely, yes.
Because look, how many teams are going down? 2 or 1? Two are going down. So hey, it's a bit of a tricky one for me because I'm in that situation that you're talking about. So,
And you're there at the bottom.
I'm there at the bottom. So I can't answer that question because I'm always gonna say I'm gonna survive. Obviously, I can't say I'm going down.
So CUT is surviving.
CUT is surviving. CUT is surviving. Clever boys and clever boys, small tigers and youths will just have to decide who's going down. But CUT is surviving. They'll just have to decide who's going down. But CUT is surviving.
But CT can't fight relegation again. They went through that last season.
Yes.
And I believe the coaches might as well just improve what they did for the last season, right? I'm still saying UFs and CUT, they fought last season. They can't be doing that thing again. Small Tigers, bye-bye. But
Small
it's still
tigers,
early.
clever boys.
It's still early. Give them 6 games. Maybe we might predict other 6 games. Like maybe after the first leg, yes, maybe. But give them 6, 7 games, then we might just judge and know what will happen. I'm still saying it's still early, but obviously UFs has got quality. CT's got quality. But Small Tigers, I don't know. I've never watched them. But Clever Boys has got quality too. So and they still need to relegate. Out of the 4 teams we mentioned, 2 has to go.
Usually 2 years to go, but if not CUT.
So who's going?
It's still too early to say.
Who's surviving?
I would say Small Boys is going because I don't know them. Nah? But I think these 2 institutions, the UFs and the CUT and the Clever Boys, or one of them has to survive. And one of them has to go.
Which one?
I can't say gentlemen. Ask me that question after 6 games.
I'm
7 games.
saying between the 2 institutes, one will survive.
Only one.
Only one will
But they went through that last season.
They're going through it again. You can see.
But it's only the second match
Yeah, it's only.
For CUT.
for CUT. No, for both
Both
the
teams also.
They
You
only
can-
play 2 teams.
You can imagine. So ask that question after 6 games. Because you have to say, oh, actually after the first
But
game.
I'm answering it now. But I'm answering
You are
the question now.
you're very confident.
I'm
Obviously,
answering the question now.
Let's say
I'm saying Small Tigers and Clever Boys are going down.
no, it's Clever Boys has got quality.
I also say that.
Clever Boys-
can go down.
Clever Boys has got quality.
That's my opinion.
Okay, noted. But Clever Boys has got quality. You've got the likes of Chile, you've got the likes of Pule, you've got the likes of Anguli. They've got quality, they've got experienced players. But then again, it's football. Experience doesn't really win you games. It's football.
No, it does sometimes. But I'm saying they're going down.
Ask this question after 6 games.
Okay, I'll do that.
After 6 games.
Stream B, we have Spartans FC, FC Spartans actually, Dynamos FC, Harmony, and Bloemfontein Tigers. Which one is going down?
Spartans
Spartans is going down.
And
I'm afraid to say this because I don't know why, but I just love the team. I just love the team. I just love the vision. Yeah, the Spartans. But the young boys, they are young boys. They're too young.
But they bring energy to the league.
Yes, but sometimes you need experience.
You can't compete in the ABC Motsepe. I mean, there's LFA leagues for that.
But you said when they play against Excel, so they miss chances, like one-on-one chances.
Yeah, they
It's
miss
based on
chances.
experience.
Exactly.
So,
So
but-
if a more experienced player was in that situation, I'm sure it would have
Okay,
been good.
what if they sign when the transfer window opens again? What if they sign 8, 6
Yeah,
players?
that's another thing.
Yeah.
That's another
So
thing.
you still feel like
At the moment.
you still feel like they're going down.
No, if they sign, then it's a different story.
Okay.
But if they continue with the young boys that they have, it's
Yeah.
always going to be tricky.
Okay.
It's always going to be tricky for them.
And it was just the opinion, but I'm with you on that one. Spartans is going down.
Spartans out.
Yeah.
You said Spartans and who?
Dynamos, Harmony, and Bloemfontein Tigers.
Young Tigers. Oof. I don't see them going down, but they don't have that much quality besides the number 10, Zhao, and the striker, the experience guy.
The tall one.
Ima.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, those are their 2 main players. Without them, I don't see them doing anything. I don't see them having a play in this season. So
But they're not going down. You think they might go down?
No, I
that's
doubt.
gonna go
I
down.
doubt they go down, but they don't have quality. They don't have quality, but they
They
won't
can't
go down.
compete.
They can't compete at the top, but they won't go down.
No, it makes
So I'd say Spartans and
Dynamos.
Dynamos.
I'm saying Spartans and Harmony.
I'm saying Spartans and Dynamos. So. I'm still saying it's still early, gentlemen, but Spartans and Dynamos. Because you might never know when the transfer window happens. And
Yeah, it's still early. It's still early.
things might
Okay,
happen.
gents. Team of the week. Team of the week.
Team of the week.
Based on goals.
Based on points, goals.
It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. But I'd give it to Sibani. I mean, they scored 4 goals. It's not easy to score 4 goals. So I'd give it.
It's second place.
Yeah.
And that's 6 points for them.
I'd give it to Sibani. So yeah, they are the big winners.
Yeah, I don't know. Eh?
And Dikwena against Mashalin. Top of the table. Top of the table.
But you can only choose one.
Okay, I'm choosing Dikwena. I'm choosing Dikwena. 2-0 against Mashalin.
Yeah, they
2-0 against Mashalin. I'd give it to Dikwena. Yeah, I'd give it to Dikwena.
I don't know. I'm still Sibani. Maybe for me personally, I feel like goals wins you champions. Yeah, I'll give you Sibani. Team of the week, Sibani.
I'm also saying Sibanye. Due to the goals they scored. But then
But you need to check the goal difference. It's still
Yeah,
2-0.
that's
that's
a
okay.
point that I have with Sibanye.
Yeah,
They considered 2.
that's a catch.
Again, a team way, that's way.
Exactly.
Dikwena won 2-0 against the team.
No, you want us to go with the Queen. We don't go with the Queen because it's your thoughts. No, Gabule, no ways. But Sibanya, yes.
Okay.
So it's
Let's
the
not
same as
forget,
2-0.
the General also won 2-0.
Again,
Clever boys.
my point is it.
Okay.
Dikwena won against.
But it's all 2-0, let's be honest. We minus the 2-0, Sibanya 2-0, it's still the same.
But against, I'm saying against.
Yeah. Okay, I
You're
guess majority rules we have to give it to Sibanye.
No, you have to give it. I'm
No,
giving it to
No,
Dikwena.
the Quena means we have to give it to the Quena. Majority rules.
No, it's not.
No, but then
Someone-
again, the General also won 2-0 against
When we
Liverpool.
leave here, we must know who
Team of the week.
is.
Nah, gentlemen,
Oh.
I'm disagreeing with that one.
Okay, there's 2 teams, Sibanye and the Quena.
Okay.
Let's show by hands.
But here's the catch. The Quena, I mean, Sibanya considered against which team? So that's already, it's not on the good side.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
but-
That's my point.
So automatically, if it's not on the good side, you somehow subconsciously you go to the Quena, whether we like it or not.
Exactly.
No.
I also wanted to say
Are you
Sibanye, but then I looked at the goals they considered. That's like 2
Against
goals
who?
against a place, a team that's down there.
It's okay. The Quena take team of the week, it's fine. We'll let it go, the Quena. Congratulations. You let it go to the
You can
Quena.
take on that.
You can go to the Quena. It's okay. The Quena can take it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time again.